And influence have drawn the lines between the weak and the strong. And while we humans have more complex organizational structures than our ancestral cousins, we are no different. Every relational aspect of human life involves a hierarchy of power. It's perhaps seen nowhere more than in the workplace. Professor of English and author of the article Organizational Power in Perspective, Amarjit Singh, claims that the difference between proper and improper use of power is the difference between success and failure, high and low productivity, motivation, and disillusionment. A quote from Dahl in 1957 defines power as follows: A has power over B to the extent that he can get B to do something that B would not otherwise do. Singh states that individuals are motivated by powers of superiors more than the success of the organization. Without power having a direct effect, employees will become unmotivated. The author writes about an organizational vacuum wherein professionals perceive themselves as being robbed of career opportunities. They believe that those that are intelligent and competent are more likely to remain in their current position due to their ability to perform well, while those that are underwhelming or mediocre are more likely to move up in the organization and maybe find a better fit for themselves. CEOs and presidents very often are infused with a false sense of power, causing a ruthlessness that clouds judgment in an organization. The amount of power given to managers often reflects disorganization or conflict, so power is needed to delegate. This is because a lack of power will cause employees to not fear their superiors as much, so more power is required to cause organization and make everyone listen to one person. Singh states that it is possible to seek power for the purpose of doing good. The need of power for the individual comes in the form of achievement and the feeling that one can make a difference in an organization. When one does not feel that they can make a difference or that their actions do not matter, they will become unmotivated and feel as if they have no power. In 1959, French and Raven identified 5 basic sources of managerial power. The first of these is legitimate power. This power is explicitly assigned by the corporate leaders, and it is usually contractual and written out in a very clear and concise manner. The second is reward power. Reward power is the ability of a superior to give or withhold rewards to their subordinates. These rewards can include things such as money, privileges, promotion, or status, and this is very often abused in the workplace. Next, we have coercive power. This type of power is fear-driven. It is, as Singh states, the least benevolent of the types of power. Because it is fear-driven, it makes the subordinate believe that they may be deprived of something if they do not comply. The fourth is expert power. This is the manager's influence based on superior knowledge or expertise. This is professors or doctors, just someone in the organization that is in their position and has power based on their knowledge and experience. Lastly, we have referent power, which is the manager's view of the employee as well as personal connections. For example, one time I was applying for a job and the man that was interviewing me also went to Marshall when he was in school, and this caused a connection between the two of us, and this is an example of referent power. But power is volatile, and it can be negatively impactful in all its forms. Singh states the following effects of negative use of power. It curbs creativity, it stalls personality growth, it limits ethical practice, as well as many other reasons. Research has shown that authoritative power bases result in poor performance and productivity. Singh claims that expert power and referent power are effective power bases. However, he states that coercion power is abusive and causes dissonance in the psychic balance. Singh finally states that organizational climate relates not only to the happiness of workers and the policies in force, but to the way in which management philosophies are exercised. In my opinion, this was a very good article. I had seen most of the things that were outlined in the article, but I had never seen them put all together in a very fluid and organized way such as this. The only thing that I really didn't agree with was Dahl's quote about power, because I don't think all power is going to make someone do something that they wouldn't originally do. I think that people can think of power and do something on their own, but I don't think power forces anyone to do anything. It can, but that's not all it's for. I would recommend reading it. As I said, you've probably seen most of the things that are in this, but it is written in a very structured way and includes a very wide variety of things. So all in all, it was a pretty good article, and it would be very good for a course like this, I believe. Thank you.